Hi there, Leo. This is going to be a tarot reading for March 2021 for your sign. Let's look at it like this. We're going to look into the past. What's just been going on for you, Leo? Let's look at what's then currently surrounding you energetically, the present. Then we're going to glimpse right ahead into the immediate future. Let's look at end of March into April. I'm going to use some astrology here, tell you what transits. There's been some stuff going on for the fixed signs. That's you, Leo. And then we're going to look at some oracle too, but let's focus on tarot for now. Let's pull out some cards and see what Leo needs to know right now. What's been going on? Let's look at the past. Let's pull 3 cards. So Leo, I will show you these cards afterwards. We'll pull some more cards then and clarify, but let's see. We've got the World in reverse, so there has been a lot going on. 4 of Wands, okay. And the Page of Swords. I have a feeling, you know, there's been this, okay, so your sister sign, we've got you here, Leo, your symbol right here. And then we've got the sister sign Aquarius then in this corner. And so all of these planets have been stacked up in Aquarius, sitting right opposite you, Leo, since January, February. March, we're getting a break. Okay, there's been I feel like for Leos, there's been, and especially Leo rising, there's been like some tension push-pull between relationships, career, now you're able to spring forward a little bit, but there was tension there, I can see. Okay, let's look before getting into these. Let's look at what's coming up presently for Leo. Leo, what's coming up around you guys? As I say this, my cat, who is a Leo moon, it plays with her ball, which had a springing sound. So I just think that's interesting. Maybe she'll come say hello. Death card. Oh, yeah. This is powerful stuff going on around you. Ace of Swords. You're making breakthroughs, but something had to come to an end. Strength card, which is the Leo energy here. Okay, strength can mean though having to rely on it, right? So there's challenges here. I feel like you are ready. You're just I feel like I'm getting the energy of something been wound up really tightly and you're just ready to spring forward really quickly. High Priestess, you're following your intuition. I think something had come to an end. Look at me getting into it, but the something had come to an end, I can see, but the High Priestess there at the bottom of the deck might be telling us you're right, you're following your intuition, so you know it makes sense, right? Something like that has been coming out for me now, Leo. All right, let's quickly look then. Let's look into the future before getting into these cards, and then we'll do some oracle. We'll use some more astrology even. So these are the future energies for Leo. 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands in reverse, and the 6 of Cups. Okay, right, okay. So let's take this back. I see decisions having to be made about logistics by the end of the month, about where you're going, where you're living, where you're situated. Let's have a look. Let's dial it back. So the World cards, we have this energy that I was talking about in the fixed sign. So actually, Leo, all of those symbols, those 4 symbols in the corner of this card, they are the 4 symbols of the fixed sign placements. So we've had all this planetary buildup in the sign of Aquarius all of February. So I do feel like there might have been been a lot of growth around your relationships, but a lot of tests and maybe limitations. Saturn has been there sitting opposite, but Jupiter's been there too. So you're growing, you're understanding more, but it's because of, I see the Strength card coming up. It's because there has been reason for you to have relied on your inner strength. Maybe even you're still feeling that, Leo. Maybe you're still feeling okay, I have to be strong right now. And it isn't always every day ordinarily that we have to always remind yourself of our strength. Usually life can be a bit more plain sailing, we hope. You know, you might have some Pisces placements, Leo. Some similar themes came up when I read for Pisces like this. So I might be talking to a Leo Pisces placement person out there. Another thing, Leo, if you know your rising sign, check the video for that out, because like I'm saying for Leo rising and everything here, I will include that in your video for even more, for your rising sign, even more cosmic guidance. But World card's telling me that something, you had almost were at the end of something, and then the way it turned out, you were like, really? Okay. Some of you were shocked even that this was like, everything was going really well in this department or this company. For some, I'm seeing company. Four of Wands could be home either, Leo. So something had been going on, all going well, and then it just wrapped up in a way that you were like, some part of it was missing, or you just didn't get the full credentials from it, or they, they were supposed to give you 3 of something, they gave you 2 of something. I'm seeing that, or I think it's 4 or 3 is like some numbers that were coming. But Page of Swords, it was like, you probably actually spoke up about this and you were like, this is not really satisfactory for me. I wanted more. I expected more. I have put my heart and soul into this. I put so much work into it. Why did you short me? I'm getting. It's just like, it's like you actually put yourself out there and started asking the questions. So it looks like the dialogue is open now. It could have gotten resolved, okay? So I have a feeling of, it's like one way or another change is happening. We've had Mars transiting through your house of career for Leo rising. That was in February. Mars was transiting through your 10th house, revving you up, focusing you on your career, your reputation, Leo, requiring you to put more action there. Now, I think as it transitions into your 11th house, you're becoming a bit more clear, a bit more inspired, a bit more, I think, even optimistic, a bit more hopeful about a change for the better in your life. Your aspirations are being called into play at the moment. So Leo rising, Mars transiting through your 11th house in March is going to be a time where group work is going to be really positive, really well facilitated. It could get you further. Death card coming up is saying that currently you're going through a bit of a transition period in your life. You know this. It's all becoming clearer to you and clearer to you. Something has come your way, Ace of Swords, that has presented an opportunity. I see some mountain spaces here in these cards in the Two of Wands reversed, and here we have it in the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords too. I feel like there is some urge to travel. The home situation is coming up for me pretty strong, actually, Leo. Yeah, I'm just getting the sense of a transition period being underway. Death card is all about endings taking place, new beginnings to come. But the Strength card is like, you have been examining what you've been through, and you know what? It was testing for you. It definitely proved to you, it's been so apparent to you, like crystal clear strike of that sword, no confusion, just piercing truth. It's so clear to you of what you've been through, and that it wasn't just an everyday situation. For some, it was like tumultuous up. It could have been a bit of it's just a shift, like kind of pulling you in some way out of your comfort zone. For some, it could have been like even a bit traumatic, or just I think career wise, just disappointing. Like you put your heart and soul into it and you had to speak up and say you weren't happy, or you weren't at least. Coming up, we've got the Four of Cups, we've got the Two of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Ultimately, I feel like there is an energy with this few cards, and we're going to clear up some more. I feel like there's an energy of being stuck in the past, very rooted, very stagnated. On the shirt, it says over it. Like you're failing to see the blessings of your situation, because everything just seems a little bit frustrating for you, Leo, because you kind of have wanted to be a little bit further. You wanted a little bit more recognition, status, even just happiness. You're like, you've been on this pursuit of happiness and you just wanted it to be more, you could hold it, basically. You had it in your hand, but you're still kind of pursuing it. It's like obtaining it. The Six of Cups is all about achieving that happiness. Sometimes it can be just considering the Four Cups here. Something is being offered to you, you're not really recognizing it at the moment. You're being a little bit stubborn, Leo, and you're not seeing that you have all these blessings around you. Access them, focusing less on what you missed out on. It could be this world reverse. Look, these are my two reversals. You could be still reliving this past energy of the world reverse where something didn't work out, but coming into March, we are going to hopefully be looking forward more. So let's pull some more cards, okay? What I'm going to do, I'm going to tap into this oracle and read you a message from that in the meantime, but why don't you have a look at these cards now, and then we'll pull some more, Leo. Let me just straighten this out so you can see that better. Let's pull some more cards. in a moment, but first of all, I'm going to just grab this oracle. So let's take this as a message now to ground again, Leo, and let's tap into a message from your most highest and compassionate self to you. Let's look at what that looks like for Leo. A message from Leo's highest, most compassionate self. Okay, what have we got then for that? We have got, which sounds beautiful, the Lotus Throne. Let's read about that. But symbolically, like a lotus talks from blossoming from like this kind of color, this green, browny, more murky color, and then this beautiful, like lighter something. So it's saying that goodness and happiness can sometimes come from the darker places, and there's like light from the dark. That's how it exists. Let's look at that. So we're going to read about that, and then we'll pull some more cards to clarify what we've got already. So the Lotus Throne. It says the same lotus wisdom that enlightens beloved Kuan Yin and all spiritual masters is the very same lotus light within your own heart, beloved. So Kuan Yin is the goddess that they're associating this with. So just like a goddess of compassion, like you, your highest self, that same lotus wisdom enlightens you too. It can take great courage to trust your own inner light to ascend to the throne of your inner spiritual authority, especially if the light of others around you seems more powerful than your own. You are being asked to trust that this inner guidance is above all others now. Have faith in your own heart. Know that you are divine. Okay, so sometimes it's about like on our quest, on our journey, it's about like who to take maybe advice from too, you know, and sometimes it's good to like take an external, but sometimes the answers can come from within too, right? So it doesn't always have to be external. Let's look at these cards. Let's start clearing these up. So we'll look at this past row for you, Leo. So we're going to look at the World reversed, the Four of Wands, Page of Swords. For some, I see a tension or an upset or something stepping down from a company, stepping away from, disappointed somebody stepped away from you in your department. What else am I seeing? I'm seeing friction at home, and some of it was a move out of home, move out away into the city, somewhere from the home. Not everyone was happy. Let's see what we've got. Leo for the past. Page of Pentacles. Oh, Two of Pentacles, my bad. And the Ten of Cups. All right, okay, so there was a decision, yes, okay. Decision, then it was like, okay, what's next? Moving on. Family was probably involved, many age groups, different opinions, trying to keep everybody happy. Ultimately, you kind of found your way back though, didn't you guys? There was maybe tension if it was family, or if it was just like, I'm seeing work family here. I'm seeing like a team of creatives, or just like who you work with. They're like family to you, like the job you guys do bonds for some reason. The career really brings you together. I feel like this would be a group of people in work that you'd happily go to a happy hour with after, or hang out with, or see socially. And the Two of Pentacles, there's been disappointments, but you want to move on from them, and you just want to, okay, so I think that's speaking to a little bit to this, the Lotus Throne. There was something about discerning choices, I'm sure, and that's what's sort of speaking to me now. You're just wanting to land on the right option. Let me see. Okay, yeah, you have been deciding. Okay, so it can take great courage to trust your own inner light, and when other lights around you seem powerful. So that's kind of like basically taking on, I'm interpreting that on like the moment when it's important to trust your heart's guidance, Leo, the Strength card, when it's important to stop listening to other people's opinions, listen to your clarity. This is the same. They're looking towards each other. this is clear, open-hearted, trusting your light within, trusting your heart's decision, the clarity of the Ace of Swords, kind of turning away from or putting to an end to other people's opinions on what you should be doing. It's great when we have hard decisions to make, to rely on other opinions, yeah, of course, but at the same time, sometimes we know best for ourselves, okay? And that's, I think at the moment, Leo, long story short, you know best for yourself right now, or you have been knowing best for yourself. You have lots of fun people around you, big family, big input, big team, but it seems like you know what's best for you. Death card, Ace of Swords, Strength card, let's clear it up. What's presently around you, Leo? These are big energies, so I want to get some more specifics on this. Yeah. Okay, the Tower kind of wanting to jump out there. So yeah, like there might have been be kind of liberating for you. I think though it's not something that you don't know about. It's something that you have been considering for a while, but you're maybe suddenly gonna surprise others. I'm seeing this as you surprising others, but let's pull a couple more cards then. The Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, so interesting. And again at the bottom of the deck, this High Priestess. That card was there earlier at the bottom of the deck, and it was like a reminder, like you're going the right way, you know it. It's about this High Priestess is similar to the Lotus message, like you know your inner voice is really strong right now, Leo. Okay, let's see. Ten of Swords here, it looks a little bit daunting. It looks like there's been some sort of a breakdown after the Tower moment, or a breakthrough. Two aces are like, boom, aha, lightning has struck. Everything seems so clear to me now. The sun is breaking, and this is this inner light that you should be talking about. Other people might really be getting you down, Leo. Their opinions seem a little bit dark. The people you're texting at the moment, are they negative, or are more pessimistic, or they're just kind of like oversharing? Their energy is spilling over to you somehow. But there's this message again, trust in that inner light. You're very inspired right now. A lot of insight coming your way. Two aces coming out. So meanwhile, it looks like it, right? It looks like there is darkness, but there's so much light and opportunity too. So, and these kind of transitional darker colored cards, things have come to an end. Maybe things have broken down. You might have just reached a breakdown on something, or breakthrough, and you might have said, I can't do this any longer in my life. That might have shocked some people, might have shocked yourself, but ultimately it will be liberating. It will free you from whatever had been building and building and building to get you here. The inner strength was needed. I can see why. That makes a lot of sense, why that would be showing up like this, okay? Okay, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. All I can say, you guys, is that there's going to be a lot of opportunity in store for your sign for the month ahead, for the end of March. But let's kind of look into that. Let's look at what's going on beyond here then with these cards. Just wanted you to see them better. Okay, so let's look. We're looking at the end of March into April. But really, you know what I say about these readings? I always find a tarot reading when I need to find it. I say, how did I randomly click this one? It's so spot on. Well, I hope it's reaching some people, but I just feel like the time is, time is fluid on them. The energy is fluid on them. Take what resonates when it does, leave the rest. Okay, let's look at what's going on then. Four of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Two of Wands in reverse. The Hermit. This is your consideration and your long time thinking. Seven of Cups, of all these choices. What now? The choices have turned into overwhelm. And then we have your energy, King of Wands, at the bottom of the decks. Fixed fire, Leo, but it's in reverse right now. So what's gotten in the way? You have so much on your mind. you are worrying, do you know what's even good for you anymore? You've got stuff on your mind. Part of you really wants to move forward and pave the way, take this Ace of Wands that's been offered up. But then again, something is holding you back. And Six of Cups, it could be the past. It could be somebody from the past. This offer is another, it's like the Ace of Cups. So we've got the Ace of Swords, a sword coming through. We've got the Ace of Wands, a wand coming through. Then in this Four of Cups, we have a hand and a cup. So it's almost like that Ace of Cups imagery. It speaks of another opportunity. But you're turning your back on the opportunities and you're looking very much towards the past here. Somebody from the past, I think. The Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles, these choices and decisions, it doesn't have to be so confusing, I don't think, Leo. I think your focus might now, if you take it off the past or somebody from the past, things might clear up. You might really, we have this cup energy continuing on. You might be sure about which one to go for. I feel like you are, for some Leos, kind of swept up in an illusion of the past even that might need to break. And you might not be seeing things fully clearly. You might be, this card is Moon and Cancer, which is pretty sentimental and it can be quite nostalgic. So you might be holding on to those kind of feelings and it's stopping you from moving forward. Even relocating, I'm seeing, to a city or to somewhere in a different country, a different house. Out of the nest, out of the family home. You've been considering these people that you'll be implicating so much. So Leo, that's what I have for you. I see that for some, you're just kind of going to be maybe thinking more about the past by the end of the month. So pay attention to what messages are coming through and where clarity comes in. This Lotus Throne, reminding you kind of that there's so many voices or so many opinions and what's right, what's wrong, and it can be overwhelming. And sometimes it is best to take advice and get some other people's perspectives, but I guess the message of that card is kind of like, sometimes you just know what's best. King of Wands reversed, fixed fire, Leo energy reversed. You're just doubting that for some reason. But I hope that reading cleared some things up for the Leo watchers. I will be back this month in March with a few more readings for you for love and relationships. This is a general March forecast of some themes Leos might be facing. If you like this video and you'd like to see that love and relationship spread again, feel free to hit share, like and subscribe. And in the meantime, take care, be well.